But this is a plant, I really hope it's amazing. This is a plant that I have wanted for years and years and years and years and years. I've never actually seen this plant in the flesh. Oh, it's literally like unwrapping a present from myself on Christmas morning. Today I am back with another plant unboxing, and no, I didn't plan on buying any more plants this side of the year. However, it has just been Black Friday and I was doing such a good job at not looking at plants, and then I came across this company, and this company is called Downtown Plant Club. I have never ordered from them before. I don't really know much about them, to be honest. This also is not gifted or sponsored or anything like that. I literally just caved and bought some really exciting plants for myself. And their prices seemed a little bit too good to be true for what I got, because I've got some insane plants in here. So we're gonna find out whether or not they are too good to be true. But first, if you're new here, hi, my name's Claire and this is Yoli. I make videos all about houseplant care, sharing tips and tricks I've learnt over the years to help keep your plants happy and healthy. And yeah, I am treating this very much as a Christmas present to myself, because I have splurged a little bit, but oh my God, you will see why when hopefully we see some lovely plants in this box. So yes, I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. So I have ordered 4 plants, and looking at the size of this box, although it's quite a big box, I'm kind of thinking, are the plants a lot smaller than I was thinking? Because the website made them look quite big. So I guess we will see as we get into it. But also the one thing that I am a little bit concerned about is I got my shipping notification from this company, I think about 5 or 6 days ago now. And obviously Black Friday is like a ridiculously busy time of year, but it has been so cold here in the UK. And the last couple of days overnight, it has been below 0. It's been like frosty, and I just really hope these plants are gonna have survived the journey. Because as I say, I didn't know anything about Downtown Plant Club, and by the looks of it, it's not completely clear on their website, but by the looks of it, they are a company based in the Netherlands. So it has had a fair old journey to get to me. I wouldn't usually order plants from abroad at this time of year, but oh, they have got heat packs in here, which is good. That's always the good sign. And although it's not warm anymore, that is a hefty heat pack. I didn't pay any extra for the heat pack either, which I just think it's always a good sign when plant companies do that, because it shows that they do actually care about the plants and not just making a sale. So, okay, so that is what it's looking like. It's just bubble wrap and cardboard by the looks of it, and I can't see any other heat packs, so we'll see what the plants are looking like. This one looks a little bit squished, but it looks pretty good. Okay, so plant number 1. This is a Monstera Burl Marks Flame, and oh my God, so this actually is a very decent size. And the Burl Marks Flame, there's been there's been quite a lot of hype around this plant for the last few years in the plant community, because it's been one that is so gorgeous. It almost resembles the Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. I will put a picture of it on the screen when it's mature so that you can see it. But it has been so difficult to come by and expensive to buy. And I got this one for £42, which might sound absolutely ridiculous. I know that is still a huge amount of money to spend on a plant, but there's a lot of places, in fact, most places that I've seen this plant here in the UK, you can't get it, or you can't even get a cutting of it for less than £100. So I saw this and I was just like, oh my God, it's a bit of a bargain in my eyes. So yeah, I can't quite believe I've got this plant or any of the plants that I've ordered. All of these ones are considered more like rare plants, and I know I always say, like, for me it does not matter in the slightest whether or not the plants I bring into my collection are deemed rare or common. Most of my favourite plants are actually more on the common side. But yeah, these are just ones that typically I would look at and think, God, that's unattainable. And I saw them on sale and I was just like, oh my God, I feel like I need to know if it's too good to be true. I can see, and this is probably nothing major. This does feel like quite a robust, resilient plant, but I can see a little bit, and it really is a little bit, of browning on the plant. And I'm hoping that's not cold damage or kind of frostbite. It feels very perky, but often what I find with cold damage and plants is you can ship a plant and the first few days it will look fine. It's very similar to when I've spoken about it a lot when I've imported plants from places like Indonesia and Thailand. It's after they've kind of had a chance to, I guess, like warm up and settle in a bit, that's when you start to see the issues. And although right now everything looks totally fine, I'm just actually gonna have a peek at the roots. Oh my God. Oh, these roots look amazing. Yeah, although currently everything looks fine, I'm just basically going to be keeping a very close eye on these plants. But yeah, this does feel very surreal because this is a plant that, I don't know, like, I feel bad actually saying this. This is not... the Bellmark's Flame is not one that I've kind of longed for in the same way as some of the other plants in this box, or some of the other ones that I've spoken about on like wish lists and stuff. It's one that I have very much wanted, but it's more one that I've just kind of been like, okay, well, like I personally would not be prepared to pay hundreds of pounds for that plant. But as I say, seeing it at a decent price, it is a plant that I really, really like, and I'm so unbelievably excited to grow. So yeah, I feel very, very lucky to now own it. And then everything else appears to be in brown paper. So let's, oh, actually no, one is not. But let's start with a brown paper one. Oh, it's literally like unwrapping a present from myself on Christmas morning. It's very exciting. This is a beautiful plant. This is one that I'm nervous about. I doubt my ability with this plant, but oh my God. So this is a Florida variegated Musa, which is commonly known as the banana plant. And oh my goodness, this is such a special plant, and one that I have wanted for such a long time. However, the Musa, although it is, also, I thought that might have been a thrip, but it's just soil. The Musa is a type of plant that is, like, lots of people say it's super easy to grow and it's super, super hardy. And I have on and off struggled with it over the years. I've more struggled with pests and this plant, hence why I was just like, oh my God, a pest. But yeah, I'm very, like, this is one that I've looked at and I've just been like, oh my God, that plant is beautiful. And again, I'll put pictures on the screen so that you can see what it looks like when it's mature, because right now it's not a huge amount to see, and actually it doesn't look, or this little section doesn't look highly variegated. I saw on a forum or Instagram or something a while ago, somebody commented being like, why would you want a plant that looks just like a barcode? And that really made me laugh because it does kind of look like a barcode. But there's just something about the big jungly leaves it's got, and just I don't know, it's kind of like the bird of paradise. It's just got such a beautiful jungly vibe, and then the little streaks of white it's got in it, I just think are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And this one, actually, it's got really quite thin, delicate leaves right now. Like, I don't know how well you can tell on camera, but they're not as waxy and robust as maybe you would have thought. So this is one that I think maybe might start showing some issues related to cold damage. I really hope it doesn't. Again, I am just going to take a little peek at the roots. It has also got this beautiful new leaf just there that's got a little bit of superficial damage on it, but nothing awful. Again, the roots can show looking very healthy initially, but it's not to say that they won't go downhill. I don't want to be skeptical or like cynical about this. It's just that I've seen it happen with so many plants before, and to be completely honest, if I'd known, I was going to say, if I'd known that this plant shop was not based in the UK, I just jumped so quickly and just dove in head first. But if I'd known that it was outside of the UK, I might have considered hanging off and not ordering at this time of year. But let's see. God, again, I know I'm making such a mess. I'm literally throwing soil everywhere. But I can't see a massive root system on this plant, but it is quite a young plant, so that could just be expected. This one, like, it has got a little leaf at the bottom that I can see is kind of falling, and there's a little bit of black there suggesting that maybe this plant's been affected by cold, but yeah, it's too soon to tell. Right now it looks stunning. It looks absolutely beautiful, and again, I could not be happier. This has been a wish list plant for me for such a long time. So yeah, I could not be happier about it, but I'm going to just be keeping a very, very close eye on it. In fact, I think I'm going to clear out a section just behind my sofa and put these plants under my Sansi grow lights and hopefully just gradually acclimate them to my space, because they are bound to be going through a lot of environmental shifts. That is incredibly exciting. And then this one, oh, in fact, I forgot to say, the Musa I paid £42 for, again, which I know it might sound crazy to some of you, but that is a really good price for the plant. I know I don't have to keep justifying this, but I feel like I kind of do, because I'm aware I have splurged a lot here. But again, the Musa, typically you don't come by for anywhere under about £100, and you do see them going for even more than that as well. So I just want to stress the fact that all of these, for what they are bargain prices, in my opinion. I'm not saying they're cheap, because I know they're not cheap, and I'm aware that this is quite a hefty investment I have made. But yeah, they're really special plants. And then this one, I've never actually seen this plant in the flesh, but this is an Alocasia Simpo, and it's a hybrid Alocasia. It's a hybrid of the Sinuata and, oh God, what was the other one? I want to say, Lucky One. I think I will put it on the screen if I'm wrong about that. But it is just gorgeous, and I only paid £10 for this, and it's quite an unusual hybrid, so I think that is again a fantastic price. I was having a look online, and again in the UK these are typically going for about 50 quid, so £10 is such a wonderful price. I am just in my Alocasia era at the moment. I am loving Alocasias so much, and although I don't have the Lucky One, I never know how you say that, I don't have that Alocasia, I have got the Sinuata, and it's one that I really enjoy growing. I find it so rewarding and quite easy as well, actually. Again, I thought that was a mealybug on the back, but it is just a little marking where the petiole meets the leaf. But yeah, I literally couldn't believe it when I saw this on their website for such a good price, so I jumped in and I added it to my basket very, very quickly. Alocasia, however, these are plants that typically, in my experience, do not tend to travel well in the cold. I've had probably 5 or 6 over the years Alocasias that I've ordered in, like, I was going to say in colder periods. I don't think it's even specifically been colder periods. Like, I've had import Alocasias that I've got, and they've just not done well. Again, they've looked wonderful for the first week, and then everything's gone very downhill. I can see, even just looking out the bottom of the pot, I can see it has got a fantastic root system. But what I will probably do with this one is I think I will probably get it into sphagnum moss almost straight away, just because I feel like then I'm able to monitor the roots a little bit better. Not that soil is bad, but I just feel like if there are potential issues or issues incoming, that will just allow me to kind of get a more comprehensive overview of where the plant is at, and I can deal with things then a little bit quicker if things do start to go downhill. But yeah, that is just a stunning one. I love how spaced the lobing is on it, and then it's got the kind of rigidity of the Sinuata. It's just so pretty, so pretty. Oh, I am beyond excited about this one. Which means there is one plant left, and it does in fact look quite big. I was thinking maybe it looked a lot bigger on the website than it is in real life, but it looks pretty huge. I obviously don't have space for a huge plant. I have no idea where I'm going to put this, but this is a plant. I really hope it's amazing. This is a plant that I have wanted for years and years and years and years and years. I saw this one first on, I think it was a tour video that someone had made of Kew Gardens, and I saw it and I was just like, oh my God, that plant is incredible. I have never found a price on it that I've been happy with. It can be so expensive to buy, and although the price is dropping on it, it hasn't dropped to a point where I've been like, yes, I'm still willing to invest. I think typically nowadays about £300 these go for, and I got this for £50, which again, I know I keep saying it, it's like that is a lot of money to spend on a plant. However, it's one that I've wanted so much. Yeah. So I hope after that big spiel, it's actually in good condition. Huge. Okay, so there's a little bit of damage, but nothing major. So this, oh, the pokey stick is falling all the way through. This is a Philodendron Spiritus Sancti, and this is a philodendron that I've never actually kind of witnessed in the flesh before. It's one that I never thought that I'd be able to get, but I thought I would be waiting. Oops, knocked one of them over. No. I thought I would be waiting years to get this plant, and oh my goodness, it's stunning, absolutely stunning. Again, I have to put a picture in of what this plant looks like when it's big and mature, because this blew my little mind when I saw it for the first time. I just thought it was amazing, and I cannot believe that I own one. Oh my goodness. So yeah, you can see the end of that leaf has been a little bit snapped, and it's lost a little baby leaf there, but apart from that, it looks in fantastic condition. Again, I do just want to have a little peek at its roots. The other thing that was very, very tempting that I didn't get on this website is they do loads of very interesting hybrid anthurium seeds. And actually finding the seeds and growing them yourself from seed is something you don't come across that often. Typically in plant shops you'll see like baby plants or well-established plants that are so expensive, and they had seeds for what I deem to be quite a good price as well. So God, based on my experience of my first order with this company, I honestly could not recommend them highly enough. Okay, I'm not going to lift this all the way out because I'm making such a mess, but you can see just even at the top there, really, 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 really healthy roots. Oh my God. So yeah, I feel completely blown away by this order. I was fully prepared. Like, I know that sounds so skeptical. As I say, I was going to say I was fully prepared to have a bad experience. I just thought that because this was a company that was kind of a bit of an unknown, and these are the best prices on these types of plants I've seen ever, I was kind of like, oh, well, I feel like maybe I'll be able to rehab them, but they might not be in a great state. I'm over the moon with these plants. I really am. And I'm so excited to just, oh God, sit down and just look at them for a bit, because this is just crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah, no regrets. For now, I can say that was my last plant purchase of the year. I think I need to just rein it in a little bit now, because I know that my plant purchasing is perhaps a little bit of an addiction. But yeah, if any of you guys have got any plants in the Black Friday sale, or you have just treated yourself to some early Christmas presents that are plant related, let me know in the comments down below what they are. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video.
sexy plant lovers.